Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Joey Sparks. That's two E's, no Y. You heard me. That's two E's, no Y. And in this video, we're going to be reacting for the very first time to Blake Shelton Austin official music video. Now, this was a suggestion from one of our good friends to the channel, Apryl with a Y. She told me about this a while ago, one of her favorite songs. She said she has a hard time holding together the emotions when listening to it. So I'm hoping that some of that gets recreated here myself, because I'm in that type of mood. So if you're ready to watch me react for the first time to Blake Shelton's Austin music video, let me know. But before we start, you know I gotta play that intro. Coffee sip. Yeah. All right, bang, click, bang, bang. Okay, before we get started, please like and comment on all the content. Helps my videos go up in the algorithm, and that puts it in front of more eyes for the videos to be seen. I appreciate you. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. I'm a music videographer by trade, and I take that POV into all the reactions that I do on the channel, okay? I also do reviews of work that I've previously done and unboxing. So stick around with that subscribe button, and otherwise, let's get into this reaction. I have to preface this reaction with a swift apology, okay? Our dear friend Apryl to the channel was in a live with me just last night. And during that time, I asked for some suggestions. She gave me a funny or she gave me a sad. And I chose the funny because I just came off something sad. And, her suggestion was a 28-minute long video, so I was poking fun at how long it was, as well as it not being funny right away when someone else walked into the chat. So I was using Apryl's suggestions as the butt of my joke, and it didn't make her feel well. She told me so. And so since I publicly did that to her, I also want to take a chance to publicly apologize. It was not my intention. And that goes for anybody. It's not my intention to make anybody feel sad or hurt, or attack their feelings. I am an empath, and I don't want people to feel that way. I instantly felt like my mood changed for the whole rest of the live, and I just kind of forced my way through it. But inside, I just kept thinking about that, and I thought about it all night. So I'm not doing this reaction because I was wrong to you and making this one the one to do it. I'm just using this as an opportunity to apologize. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get on with the reaction. Boom.
She left without leaving a number. She said she needed to clear her mind.
I mean, sometimes they do. They need to dip. It's not right. I don't think that's right for nobody to just dip.
He figured she'd gone back to Austin, 'cause she talked about it all the time.
I mean, well, he's using his, sleuth, like his, detective skills on this. I mean, she talked about it all the time. So, I mean, that's a good MO, a good lead, a good place to start. First of all, video super old. 13 years ago was this video upload, okay? But man, but it's shot in a resolution that's a little older. Like, this is the old box frame that we used to run with. But anyways, let's talk about it. Big key light up over here off of this is a studio. They pulled the car in, right? I'd even go as far to say I think they took the windshield out just so they don't have to deal with is it a polarizer lens that has to see through and worry about highlights. And the reason I say the light's off here is because it's super bright right here and it shows shadow over on this side, right? But they also have another small light off to this side kicking him in there. They call it a kicker light, kicking him in the back of the face right here. Pause. Like, that's what's got this level of light, dark, light, right? And then it seems like they're running a projector screen in the background. Dope. All set up in studio, it looks like.
It was almost a year before she called him up. 3 rings.
It does have that sorry. It has that glam look to it though, so it's gonna be like over punchy, over bright, less on the shadows. But anyways, let me get back to the song.
Gone back to Austin, 'cause she talked about it all the time. It was almost a year before she called him up.
Damn.
3 rings and an answering machine is what she got.
Oh, that's
If you're calling about the car I sold it, if this is Tuesday night I'm bowling. If you got something to sell, you're wasting your time. I'm not buying. If it's anybody else, wait for the tone. You know what to do. And P.S. if this is Austin, I still love you.
That was her answer machine? He called her up? Damn, I'm slow.
She called him up.
She called him up.
3 rings and an answering machine.
Yo, he said that to her, so her name was Austin. Damn.
If you're calling about
The car I sold.
it, if this is Tuesday night I'm bowling. If you got something to sell, you're wasting your time. I'm not buying. If it's anybody else,
You know what to do.
yes, if this is Austin, still love you.
Wait, I'm gonna speak to April a little bit during this, but it's to y'all too. When did you hear this song? This song is mad old, obviously, because we talking about answering machines. Answer machines for the young folks who might be on my channel, doubt it, who might not be old enough to remember. That's how it was. Like if you wanted a message and no one was there to answer the phone to leave a message, first of all, someone had to be there to pick up the phone. And that was crazy. You'd be like, nah, man, it's just ringing, it's just ringing, it's just ringing. No one must be home. And so you just assume nobody was home. Someone could be on the other end just not picking up. And that's just how it is. And then they came out with the answering machine. So automatically after it, the answering machine notices how many ever you set it to how many ever rings. And then all of a sudden it goes straight to the answer machine. And then it'd be like, then you left them a message. And my man left a message to cover a bunch of bases, it looks like. It said, I sold the car. Must have put some ad in the paper. You know, stop calling me about that. What was the other thing? Something. And then he told everybody else, you know what to do. But if it's Austin, I don't know where you went, but I love you. I thought you.
The telephone fell to the counter. She heard, but she couldn't believe. What kind of man would hang on that long? What kind of love that must be? She waited 3 days and then she tried again. She didn't know what she'd say, but she heard 3 rings and then, if it's Friday night, I'm at the ball game, and first thing Saturday, if it don't rain, I'm headed out to the lake, and I'll be gone all weekend long. But I'll call you back when I get home.
You just knew it.
Austin, I still love you. Well, this time she left her number, but not another word. Then she waited by the phone on Sunday evening what he heard.
What he heard?
If you're calling about my heart, it's still yours. I should've listened to it a little more. Then it wouldn't have taken me so long to know where I belong. And by the way, boy, this is no machine you're talking to. Can't you tell this is Austin? And I still love you.
Ooh, what? Go ahead, Blake Shelton. Listen to this.
This is Austin. And I still love you. I
Bruh.
still love you.
Fire. 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 I'm not like an over country enthusiast, but there are a few country songs that I enjoy. Um, my probably favorite is The Dance. I think that's what it's called. Garth Brooks, the Dance. My dad liked a few of them, you know what I mean? So I also had to go with some of that. But this is I'm assuming when he was young, cuz like I recognize this Blake Shelton like on some sort of television show, judging or something like that, or something like that. Anyways, my man got the curls in this Joan. Look at these young boy curls right here. This is a young man haircut. And his baby face, his shadow is non-existent. Look, ain't no 5 o'clock at all. I mean, that's a little makeup, but you know.
Can't you tell this is Austin? And I still love you.
Yo, look at this shot. Look at this shot. Break it up in thirds. 1, 2. Right? See anything cool on this one? Yeah, I see a car. It's really cool. And it's actually giving me depth. Break it into thirds. 1, 2. You see anything? Yeah, I see him and I see her. Like, it's great shot. This is probably my favorite shot in it, so we'll just leave on this one. This is what I think about the song. It's a jam. If I was a country dude and I was trying to show some girl like how stand up love I am and I guess what young people today would say, like non simpy I be, or like how simpy I would be, this would be the type of song I want to tell them, be like, yo, like my love for you simps. So like, you know, like boom. Back then I wouldn't have known how to do that. I would have just been like Snoop Dogg. But yo, that's crazy though. I would have been nutty though. Like what part of you don't stand up and just be like, you know, like, hey, you kind of up and left, so I'm supposed to wait around and not like. So part of me, I'd be like, okay, Lord, so apparently I'm supposed to move on because you just done up and left and took her out of my life, so I'm out, or something like that. And then she waited around till she got bored and called the crib. And my man, for how long? How long until she called? 3 whole days?
He figured she'd gone back to Austin, 'cause she talked
It was a
about
year
it
later.
all the time.
I'm about to detective this.
It was almost a year.
Man, almost a year. And my man is just any potential girl calling, oh, and if this is Austin, I still love you. Well, I'm not Austin, so I don't know. So part of me is kind of like, hey, my man, whatever his name was, I don't remember what his name was. We're gonna assume it's Blake. Blake, you gotta. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, dope song though. Like and I like want to sing. I want to sing along with it, like especially when he was like, if it's Tuesday night, I'm bowling or going to the game. Like, you know, like Tuesday night, he must have had Wednesdays off. Like the job he was working, he had Wednesdays off for sure. Cause he was like, Tuesday I'm bowling, Tuesday I'm at the ball game, you know, like I'm, Tuesday I'm living my life. And then he said he was going up to the lake fishing or something for the weekend. Come on, man. Country music knows how to write that in there. I do like their storytelling ability in a country song. And this was it. This was it. Good job, April. Thank you. I Once again, I apologize. It wasn't my intent, and I'm not belittling you by going, "Oh, great job, great." Like no, I thoroughly enjoyed that song. It didn't bring me to tears. You might have a little bit more emotional connection to it than I do, but I could see how anybody in full love, who love country music, can't hear that and be like, "Oh my God, sing to the heavens." Um, and then because this is an old video, like I said, 13 years ago. This was shot way longer than 13 years ago because of this resolution. But anyways, thank you, April. I appreciate your suggestion, y'all. Not everybody gets their suggestion dedicated to them and stuff like this, but apparently I'm not running around, like being an ass all the time. But I was to April, and I'm sorry. That was hand of the Lord. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. If you enjoyed any part of this reaction, please hit the subscribe button. I'm a music videographer by trade, and I take that POV into all the reactions I do. Okay. I also am an empath, and so I kind of think with my feelings and wear my feelings on my sleeve. That's just kind of how I do it. Okay. I'd love to see you back around for the next video. Until then, watch one of these, and I'll holla.